Good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Courts, when you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hood and Tolliver at the forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the center position.
Getting physical with Whiteside doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to slow him down.
Simmons passes to Thibault. On the wing, Harris shoots it up. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Simmons against Lillard. About a minute played so far here in the first. It's McCollum on the wing. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. Here's Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Tolliver. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And yes, it's good.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Simmons passes to Harris. From deep three-point range, Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The 76ers with another miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And it's in there.
Heads-up play by Rodney Hood.
The 76ers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Simmons. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too, with both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That free throw good from Tolliver. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in free throw shooting, 9th in scoring. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. Now here's Simmons. He had 16 points in the win against Minnesota.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Here is Lillard. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. He can't hit that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Trailblazers now. The pass to Lillard. Fires the 3. Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. Harris outside. Horford the pass to Simmons. Out to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
McCollum against Richardson. With the floater.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Whiteside.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Now here's Richardson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota.
I felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Passes it to Hood. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You got to remember, Rodney Hood, 6'8", so he has the size needed to be a factor on the inside if he stays aggressive.
Richardson outside. Here's Thibault. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Portland leading by 5.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Blazers were swept in the first round, and something in the scarring of that kind of outcome has stayed with them, both Terry Stotts and their starting backcourt, to kind of fuel their fire to make the type of strides that they have in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Simmons. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And Brent, for the Blazers, the continuity has been part of what's made them so good, and that includes keeping Terry Stotts as their head coach.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about Terry Stotts being the 4th longest tenured coach in the league. This will be year 8 for him in the Pacific Northwest. But this group is very tight. They've got great chemistry. They run a very unique offensive system, and there's definite buy-in here in Portland behind Terry Stotts.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And it's sent back by Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Outside Hood. Down low. Here's Whiteside. Good work defensively by Horford.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Simmons against Lillard. Shot on the wing. And the 76ers get it back. Count it. Good. And that's now 6 points for Al Horford.
Constant, consistent energy from Al Horford. You love to see him being active out there on the offensive glass.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game one in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence. And the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Tipped away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Azania. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That one falls.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Simons after Ben Simmons' bucket. Simons, the pass to Labissiere. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, still working on that shot, but you see Labissiere, he has the touch. Now we got to grow the confidence.
Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Bazemore. Here's Azania. And finished off by Hazonia.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Korkmaz passes to O'Quinn. Simmons looking it over. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
An unreal move by Bazemore. Has the D doing circles out there.
Here's Korkmaz. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Pass to Simmons. To end the run, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
First one falls for him. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the miss by Labissiere. Stolen by McCollum. Here we go, one-on-one. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Korkmaz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 7 assists and 9 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
And the first one at the line is good.
A lot of people over the past couple of seasons wondering if C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard would be together. Well, the franchise has made that commitment to them financially. They've kept up great chemistry and great leadership with this team. Have the additions in the offseason been enough to push Portland forward?
Good on both. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. McCollum outside. Portland again missing. And you think about Lillard and McCollum, both four-year star players at mid-major schools. Brent, they're used to leading the way and being accountable for the outcome.
Well, they also are very cognizant, Kevin, of recognizing what their contributions can do to lift their teammates. Always quick to compliment the guys that do the dirty work. This is one of the most dynamic duos in terms of backcourts that we have in the NBA.
So it's Portland now after the Sixers pick up 2. A 3-ball. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now here's Ennis. He's covered by Bazemore. Lock at 6. And here's Simmons for 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Azanya's got his second basket of the night.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. Pass to Korkmaz. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's all tied in Portland. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
We've got Mario Hezonja, also Labissiere out there. Kent Bazemore is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
Here's Korkmaz. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. It's stolen by Ennis. Left side, Scott. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Simmons. He scores for only his third time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Here's Simons after Ben Simmons' bucket. Simons, the pass to Bazemore. There's the three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ennis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis to get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Skal Labissiere. Tolliver comes in for Mario Hezonja. Hood checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
The first one falls.
Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
The free throw is good from Lillard. Brent, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Portland again missing. Out left to the wing. Here's Thibault. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The 76ers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bazemore dishes to Lillard. Hood kicks to Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Scoring has always been Lillard's strength, but last season a career high in assists. And you wonder how much a healthy Nurkic is going to help propel this team as they've equipped themselves with some interesting players at the wing position to try to take another step forward in the Western Conference.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And watching film is becoming an obsession for Damian Lillard.
Well, that's a great way to learn, visually sitting down and not only looking at your opponents, but where it is maybe where you can take advantage and stay in your zone. Lillard committed to the game and committed to improving.
No free throws good from Lillard.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
Here's Thibault. Kicks it to Ennis. Clock at 4. The shot will not fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Our next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Lillard, the pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford. Early on, Brent, what are some of the intangibles you look for in a team that may be taking the next step?
First of all, is the player who's returning that's shouldering most of the responsibility, is he any better than last season, Kevin? Has there been some growth in his game? Secondarily,
the great ones always grow.
They always do, and they're really sharp usually coming out of summertime, and they're ready to go. Second thing is, has the roster been tinkered with a little bit or tweaked a little bit to enhance what it is that the skill set of the star player is going to provide for their team throughout the next 8 months of the season?
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Richardson dishes to Ennis. Now the pass to Harris. Back to Ennis. And Ennis slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now here's Bazemore. A 14-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. And it's Lillard missing. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now Richardson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bazemore passes to Tolliver. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The 76ers trail it. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Bazemore with it. Rob. And now the 76ers on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Hood. 9 points last game. Unloads from 13. Here's Whiteside. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Whiteside trying to break free, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Richardson the pass to Harris. Passes it to Thibault. Shoots a three. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard looking around. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Here's Thibault. And here's Ennis. He kicks to Horford. Buries the long-range jumper. Horford's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Knocked it down there. As his career has gone on, Al Horford has added more and more to his outside game.
Pass to Bazemore. Lillard against Richardson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Lillard missing. Philadelphia has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this is the final year of Kent Bazemore's 4-year, $70 million contract.
Well, some great timing for Kent Bazemore to become a free agent. Part of that 2016 kick-up in the salary cap. And Bazemore, a really interesting addition to this Portland team, as he is a guy who can get out in transition, shoot the three, and finish around the rim. Switchable defender. He's a great addition for what Terry Stotts is looking to do here.
And the first one drops.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And so Bazemore nails both of them. And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 2. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Harris outside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Tolliver. And for Portland, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Bazemore passes to Tolliver. Three-pointer, Lillard traps in the tray. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Simmons. A floater. Here's Horford. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pretty much an Al Horford staple right there. A polished player who has lots of confidence when he gets in that range.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
So for the Trailblazers, Skal Labissière's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Hood, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Kent Bazemore. And the 76ers also making a change. O'Quinn's checked in. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 15. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Off target with his three.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And they double up Simmons. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Labissiere. McCollum dishes to Labissiere. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Richardson.
Effective at getting those calls. Labissiere is a tough cover with his skill set.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
At 6'11" and about 225 pounds, Labissiere is a long guy, someone who uses that size to his advantage.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both. The 76ers trail by 3. The pass to Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Such a versatile big man, a wide array of skill and scoring moves. Containing Horford is sometimes a tall task.
Simons, the pass to Hezonja. Now the feed to Tolliver. Back to Hezonja. Passes it to Simons. 5 on the clock. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Harris with a head of steam put his head down and then put the ball down.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Kicks to McCollum. .116 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hezonja. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw missing. Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers shooting 40% from the field. Here's Korkmaz. It's stolen by Labissiere. Kicks it out to McCollum. The 18-footer is right on the mark. McCollum's got 5 now.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Hezonja. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Scott. Pass break Philadelphia. Harris with the ball. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Launches a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Al Horford putting in some incredible work tonight. He had 13 points and 7 rebounds. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. And he knocks down the first one. And the Blazers with Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, 2 6'3" guards, Brent, in the backcourt. Some overlap perhaps in their skill sets. But do you like their fit?
I do like their fit, and by all measurements, Kevin, they seem to be overachieving every year. You have that kind of stability with McCollum and Lillard, and what it is that Terry Stotts has done with this ball club. That's something that the Portland Trail Blazers fans are very comfortable with, having these 2 guys out there to lead them just maybe one step further this season.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. Simmons finds Harris. Lets the 3 fly. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
Now, here's Lillard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
The first free throw is good. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
That one misses. The 76ers leading by 5. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Hood. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Here's Lillard. Knocks down the step back J. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 4. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. And he drops it in from the low post. Richardson's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
Richardson getting up on that shot there, solid at elevating over the top of the defense, especially deep inside.
Hood for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. No good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Pass to Thibault. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Whiteside sends it back. Outside Hood. To halt the run, they grab their own miss, and he makes that one. Tolliver's got 7.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 11. On the wing, Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
That's good from Harris.
Drafted 19th back in 2011 out of Tennessee. Tobias Harris came into the league very, very young. So his experience belying his age, and the improvement has been shown over the past couple years.
And Portland making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. And the 76ers also making a change. Ennis is checked in. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Now here's Ennis. Count the basket. Ennis has got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Lillard against Simmons. Now here's Lillard. T right on him. He kicks to Bazemore. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. He dishes it to Simmons. Back to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 20. Hood for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Tobias Harris just going hard right there to the rim and forcing the refs to call that.
The 76ers have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. And the first one drops. A different look now for Portland. Labissiere comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Mario Hezonja subbed in for Anthony Tolliver. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scotty's checked in for Ennis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's good from long range. Hezonja's got 7 points.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
The drive by Simmons.
All right, a chance to see stats for Bazemore. How he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
That's good from Simmons.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Horford. And it's Korkmaz in for Josh Richardson. And so he makes both from the line. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Hezonja's shot is off.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Korkmaz kicks to Scott. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You talk about role players with attitude and confidence, Brent, you're talking about Hezonja.
Still so many people intrigued about Hezonja and his ability to play in the NBA. It seems like the situations that he's been in have not been ideal. So an opportunity here in Portland to show how he can fit into a system and how he can consistently perform.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Philadelphia leading by 10. Now Simmons, he's got 13. Feeds it to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from Tobias, taking it inside, forcing the defense back and drawing contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
That's good from Harris. No good on the second free throw. Trailblazers trail by 11. Hezonja, the pass to Lillard. And Labissiere throws it down.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's Scott. He has 5. Here's O'Quinn, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
He's been such a great teammate, Kyle O'Quinn, through the years, and a dependable guy who does not ever really play so far outside of himself to damage the team.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Portland. Lillard outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 22 points.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. He feeds it to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it tacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Hezonja. No good on the quick three. The 76ers leading by 12. Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. And the foul called on Labissiere. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 14. A floater. Lillard misses.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Shot to stop the run. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And stolen by Hezonja. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter. Philadelphia leading by 14. Simmons passes to Harris. And stolen by Hezonja. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. And finish off by Hezonja.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The try by Simmons. Oh, Quinn can't hit. And for Portland, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. And Hezonja gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here is Harris. He's got 24. Ring shot on the way. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers trail by 10. There's the pass to Lillard. Now here's Labissiere. 1:16 left in the third. Bazemore for three. That one doesn't drop. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Simons surveying the D. And Lillard kicks it to Bazemore. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, once Bazemore gets the ball off the pass, he immediately skies up for the jump shot and nails it. You like to see that kind of assertive, aggressive, confident attitude.
And that one misses. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Lillard. No luck that time either. Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to McCollum. The Trailblazers rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
One second left. It's off.
That's some ferocious defense from O'Quinn, staying very active and getting his hands up.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And that one's good. Simmons.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Here's Simons. Guarded by Simmons. Up top, Bazemore puts it up from 12. Rebound by the 76ers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Thibault can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game. Up top, Bazemore. McCollum outside. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Thibault can't get it to go. And for Portland, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And he gets it to go from the corner. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Thibault, the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. He's covered by Bazemore. Puts it up from 15. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Outside, Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Bazemore kicks to McCollum. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And that one's good. Thibault. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
For the Trailblazers, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Hazonia, and Hood subbed in for Kent Bazemore. And then for Philadelphia, Horford comes in for Scott, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Korkmaz. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
6 to shoot. Back to O'Quinn. They get it back. Here's Horford. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Hood. Dishes to Tolliver. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. From deep. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Simmons. Richardson outside. Pass to Thibault. Back to Richardson. That three off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Pass to Horford. Here's Thibault. First free throw is good. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Horford with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Richardson outside. The 76ers again can't hit it. McCollum against Richardson. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his third foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Lillard against Simmons. McCollum right side. With the teardrop, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris is.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lillard against Simmons. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his fifth foul.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his fifth foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
Now here's Hood, guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. McCollum finds Hood. And that one, good. The 76ers leading by 13. Simmons passes to Harris. Lets it go from 14. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Such a smooth scorer. Tobias Harris making that look easy.
Richardson against McCollum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Richardson. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Simmons passes to Horford. And Whiteside sends it back. Shot from 16. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The feed now to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 26 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that one's good. Thibault.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
McCollum passes to Whiteside. Lillard against Simmons. And it's Lillard missing. Philadelphia leading by 16. It's Richardson on the wing. So it's Richardson with the jam.
One part about Josh Richardson's game is the speed factor. Turns on the jets when he's taking it to the rack.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Al Horford. Here's McCollum. Sinks that one from the post.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Simmons inside. Covered by Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 16. Outside Hood. Lets it go with a three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. There's the dish to Richardson. Good D by McCollum. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. No good there. Good work defensively by Richardson. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Simmons against Hood. Lillard outside. Beyond the arc, here's Tolliver. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Harris with it. Working on Tolliver. Harris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum finds Hood. And Lillard gets double teamed. Whiteside, the pass to Lillard. Here's Tolliver. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Tolliver's got 4 points this quarter. 1:30 left in the fourth. Here's Thibault. And the pass to Harris. To end the drought. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, Tobias too strong. Gets inside. Not going to be denied.
That's good from Harris. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here is Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Harris off the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
First one falls for him. And Harris drops them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brown. Passes to Trent. In the corner, it's Little. Can they get it? It doesn't go for him. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.